Here's how you crochet a bird. Before we start, I'd like to let you know that I made all of these patterns myself, and here's what you're going to need. For this project, you will need two different yarns, a colored yarn and a yellow yarn. For my yellow yarn, I used a color called School Bus Yellow, and it's from Bernette Blanket Brights. For this color, it's called Tutti Frutti. It's from Big Twist. For this bird, I used the color Strawberry Sherbet, and this bird I used Chili Pepper. Also, for the yarn, you can have any different type of yarn. For mine, I used a slightly thinner type of yarn for the beak than this, but you can really use any type and any color. For this project, you'll need a crochet hook. I'm using 8mm, a crocheting needle, scissors, eyes, and hopefully they come with backings like these, cotton fill or polyester, and a hot glue gun. To start, I'm going to make a slip knot for the first wing. I go around the middle, and then I go around the string on the left. Place your crochet hook in the middle and pull. If you can't get it to go up, squeeze the knot as you go up. Start by making a chain of 6. Now, chain one more and then go into this loop. We're going to make another row. Once you have finished that row, make 2 more. Once you have completed those rows, we're going to start by making the bumpy part. To start this out, we're going to chain 3. Now, find your next loop. So mine would be aqua. I go in and do a double crochet. Then, we're going to do that again. Now you should have 3 scallops on the wing. Chain 1 and cut your string. Just so you know, it's better to have a long string so that you can sew the wing in easy later. To finish this off, pull the string so that the wing is closed. Now make another wing just how you made this one. Now you should have 2 relatively similar wings with 3 holes in each completed. Just like the wings, we're going to start the body by doing a slip knot. Once you have the slip knot done, insert the hook and we're going to start crocheting. Start by doing 4 single crochets. Now insert your hook into the first chain and we're going to do a double crochet. Now that we have a loop, we're going to go into a circular motion while doing an increased double crochet. How you do that is you do 1 stitch in a loop, and then you find the same loop you just crocheted in and do it again. So we're going to do that all the way around until we get to the end again, which is right here. You can insert a stitch marker if you'd like to. Once you have that complete, you want to pass this point 6 more times, or if you like to count your stitches instead, we should increase stitch until we have 13 of these stitches. Now I have 13 stitches. Here's where you get to pick something. So, if you want a bird with a rounded top like this bird, we're going to flip this inside out before we crochet more. if you want one with a pointy top, for example this cardinal, we're going to keep it this way, and to hide this later, I'm just going to stitch it in. I'm going to do a rounded top, a pointy top for mine. You can also flip this inside out anytime before you stitch on the other body parts, such as the beak, the wings, and the eyeballs. After this, you're going to do 6 rows of double crochet. The reason I chose 6 rows is because you want it to be able to fit the wings on it. So the wings are going to go like this in the end product. I'm going to crochet them and then I'll show you when I've finished. Once you've finished all 6 of your rows, your bird should look like this. After this, we're going to start sewing on the things. First, make the hole a bit bigger so you can sew things on easier. Start by grabbing your yellow string and making a slip knot. Then, insert your crochet hook and chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now insert your crochet hook into the first loop and do 1 double crochet. Finally, do a single crochet and pull the string all the way through to finish it off. Like the wings, make sure to leave a bit of extra string to sew this on later. Now we're going to begin attaching the different body parts. First, we're going to attach a wing. Grab either of your wings, your needle, and put the end of the string on the crochet needle. First, find your loops and your string. We're going to go down over here so that it's on the flat part of the wing. Like this. Now, take your wing and place it around right here and start crocheting into the bird body. Once you've sewed on the whole of this part of the wing, pull the string through and tie a knot connecting it to the bottom of the bird. Once you've finished sewing on the wing, your tails you should tuck inside of the bird so they don't get in your way when you're crocheting and so that the wings are more secure. Next, grab your other wing and do the same thing and sew it on about right here, leaving 1 inch to 1/2 inch in between the wings. If you finish attaching the wings, it should look like this, with one wing over here and the other wing over here on the back. Now flip it to the front and grab your beak. First, thread the end of the string from your beak. Now sew on the beak around where you started doing double crocheting and stop increasing. A tip when you're sewing on the beak is sew it upside down so that the beak sticks up. Now attach it. With the other loose string from the bird, you can sew it in like this so that it doesn't show. Just tie a knot on the inside once you finish attaching it. Once you finish attaching the beak, it should look like this. Now, take your eyeballs and your hot glue gun. I like to see where I want my eyeballs to be before I use the hot glue gun. Also, if you don't have a hot glue gun, you can use other glues like craft glue and super glue. So, first take one eyeball and cover this area in hot glue. Now, put it in the bird. After you do this, get the backer this way up and put it inside on the back of the eye. It should look like this once you're done. Now, do the same for the other eye. finally, your bird should look like this. Now, once your bird looks like this, grab your stuffing and put it in the inside of the bird. Once you have finished stuffing your bird, insert your crochet hook back into the hole and pull it so that it readjusts to the size of your hook. Now, do a decrease stitch until the hole is closed. A decrease stitch is basically skipping every other stitch. Once you finish decreasing your bird, finally do another stitch to finish this off. Cut your string. And pull it through. If you don't like having a long tail near the butt of your bird, get your needle and sew this back in. But otherwise, you finished making your bird.